Come on.
Hey, this is Ryan Chamberlain. I'm here with New Emerald, Nathan France, and we're going to talk about a few topics that we know are going to help you. Nathan, congratulations on achieving Emerald. Great job. And let's talk about approaching people. I know when a new promoter comes into Evolve, oftentimes they're wondering what to say, how to say it. Now, for a moment, let's talk about new people that everyone's going to be meeting over the next year. I have a statement that I use all the time, and that is, you're going to meet enough people over the next 2 years to build some massive teams. So you can set yourself financially free with the people you're going to meet, but there is a process. There's something that the top leaders in our company are not doing, and that is that when we first meet someone, we're not just pouncing on them. We're not doing this. So let's talk about when you meet someone new, how do you get the relationship to a point where you can begin talking about Evolve Health and maybe even get an appointment set to show them the presentation?
Well, Ryan, normally how I would do it is simply like this. I like to connect with people. I'm not looking to get them into my business or get them into something. Nobody wants to be gotten. I'm looking to connect, and how I do that quite often is we form them. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation, and you begin to connect with someone on a personal level. At that point, it's about them. More people obviously love to talk about themselves. Most people, their favorite word in the English language is their own name. So when you begin to connect with someone, people love to talk about themselves. They love to talk about their family, the things they're passionate about, giving back to their community, the things that really, really draw them in. And it's very interesting because once you know those things about someone on a personal level, you'll actually begin to find out the reasons why they would be in Evolve Health, either as a customer or in business with us.
So you're engaging in a conversation. So FORM is really an acronym that kind of reminds you of the flow of a conversation. And I know early on in this industry, when I heard the word FORM, it was difficult for me to engage in conversations. But over time, it turned into a natural process where now I'm sure you don't even think about it a whole lot from a acronym standpoint. It's just you're communicating on the family. You're asking them questions about their occupation. You're asking them questions about their recreation, what they do for fun, and what motivates them, money, message, whatever. So FORM, so you've had this conversation now. You like the person, they like you, and you would like to move this into an Evolve, set an Evolve presentation. You'd like them to see what you're doing. Give me an example of how that would happen.
Well, normally the first thing I would do, Ryan, is say, Ryan, I really feel like we connected, and I just really appreciate taking the time with me today. Let's exchange contact information so we can stay in touch. So that would be step one. Step two would be, Ryan, as we get up to kind of wrap up here, Ryan, if I had, I've got an idea that I'm bringing to this area that's very new and it's very exciting. When would you have 30 minutes? I just feel like there's a connection. When would you have 30 minutes this week to sit down with me? I've got an idea of what I'd like to run past you.
And generally speaking, someone that you've just met, you've had a great conversation, their response may be, hey, well, I'm not sure yet. Can you touch base with me? And at that point, you just may give them a phone call later on in the week. Give me our watchers, our viewers, an example, because you've certainly sponsored quite a few people doing this. So they say to you, well, listen, I'm not sure what time I can meet this week, but here's my contact information. Let's connect. So at that point, what would you do?
Well, at that point, Ryan, I would say, well, look, Ryan, really for you and I mean, it sounds like we're already on the same page. I'm looking for 5 or 10 minutes from you. And if you like what I'm doing, fantastic, Ryan. If you don't, look, we're friends no matter what. So are you a breakfast guy or a coffee guy? I'll actually go into what you'd normally say to someone if you were going to set as a business person. Over the next 5 to 7 days, I like to give them a nice broad stroke. So I'm not pinning them down, so I give them the 1 hour a week they can't meet. Ryan, are you a breakfast guy or a coffee guy in the afternoon? Well, I'm a coffee guy. As a matter of fact, they may even say at that point, I'm an evening guy because I'm so busy during the day, you just caught me on one of those special days. you'd ask something, you would ask, like here, if I wanted to meet a friend or my wife out for a meeting, it's very, very casual that way. Ryan, once in a great while, they may even ask me, hey, Nate, I can tell you're excited and I can tell you're a passionate person. What's this all about? And at that point, I would actually say, well, look, let's get that appointment set, and then do you got an extra 2 minutes? Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Look, we're running out. It's very, very casual.
Gotcha. And with the extra 2 minutes, you're going to have them watch pickyourformula.com, and then of course, fulfill that commitment by meeting them, pushing to that meeting, so you can get them some more details. So here's the point, everybody. When someone you just meet and you want to share Evolve with them, it's not immediately start whipping out a board and drawing out Evolve. It's engaging in a conversation, developing that rapport, and then, Nate, as you've well done, you begin to transition into Evolve with just some simple statements. Watch this video over, take some notes, but transition. And not everyone wants to meet with you. Understand that.
Correct.
But not everyone that you grew up with wants to meet with you either. So it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you're going to meet enough people to build 2 teams. Learn how to use Forum to constantly add names to your list and to develop contact information. And your business is going to skyrocket if you start utilizing this. And worst case scenario, you're going to meet some great people, that you're going to meet some new friends. So thanks a lot, Nate, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Ryan.